Right, so, hello, this is my third day, well, our third day in Cornwall, and I didn't actually go on my walk this morning because it was chucking it down with rain. So the first time I filmed, we are at Land's End. Now, I am actually filming this after going through Land's End, and to be honest, if I'm being honest, there isn't much here. The only good thing is the sign and then the first and last house. That's about it. The parking is quite expensive, and as I will show you when I'm in there, that it is about £11 just for your photo to be taken. So it's expensive and there's not much here. Obviously, that's only my opinion, but do come and check it out. I would recommend it. But yeah, Land's End, everybody. This is the end of England, or the start, whichever way you're coming from. Down there, that white building there, is the first and last house, it's called. And we will be taking a walk down there later. There where you can see a huge queue is where they are taking photos, but it is £11 per photo. So if you can, I would recommend taking your own photo. But on the side it says that New York is 3,147 miles away in that direction. Can't wait. I'll definitely be going there at some point. I know that. But yeah, the first and last house is down there, so we will have a walk down there. Right, so just walking down to the house now, and I just thought I'd stop off and tell you about that lighthouse there. That is called Longship's Lighthouse, and I'm pretty sure it was used in a treasure hunt, an episode where they did treasure hunt down here. But yeah, we are on our way. So I have just checked, and that lighthouse over there was definitely used in an episode of Treasure Hunt. I will try and put it in the video if I can, but we are getting very, very close to the first and last house. Right, so just walked from over there, and as we turn around, this is the first and last house. Right, so after having a good look on Google Maps, that there, right there, that is Cape Cornwall. So basically, if you just follow, I think there might be a path. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but because it'd be a very long walk. But you could technically walk over to Cape Cornwall from Land's End. We are currently at Levant Tin mine, and me, my dad and my brother are going to be walking just over that bit there and heading towards Geevor Tin mine. They're almost neighbours as such. It's not that far to walk actually. But yeah, I'll try and film as much as I can on our way there. The path is very uneven, so like I said, going down to Bulling Cove wearing walking boots or shoes is probably the best. But yeah, it shouldn't take us too long. I'm currently waiting for him now. But yeah, we are walking just up there and heading to Geevor Tin mine. Right, so just before we leave, this is literally just up from where I just filmed, and it was actually a little tramway tunnel. So the coal, or tin should I say, when this was a mine, came from under there, went all up here, and then would end up over there. So I'm just up here, and there is Levant Tin mine, and right there is Geevor Tin mine. It is extremely windy up here, but if I just zoom out a minute and walk over here, you have got a lighthouse over there. Now, I've got nothing special to say about the lighthouse, but I just thought it would be pretty cool to see that there was a lighthouse, and then, what? 2 tin mines. So, let's carry on walking over here, see what we can see. Some old tiles, look. Oh dear, it's very uneven up here. But yeah, look at that. Tell you what as well, it is such a lovely view from up here. But let's carry on. Now, I just wanted to say that at a young age I did want to do YouTube, but I've never stepped outside of my comfort zone and actually put a camera on my face as such. So, like, see, these videos are some of the first ever videos of me having a camera in my face and actually videoing myself talking, because I've been so scared of what people would think and I've been shy of cameras. But I've stepped outside of my comfort zone and I'm now doing it. So I would definitely recommend stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing something that you've never done before. Right, so we have just walked from over there, we've walked all the way around here, and we're at Geevor Tin Mine. This isn't a national trust, whereas Levant, which is where we just walked from, is a national trust place. But I would recommend walking from Levant to Geevor. It's a very nice little walk, and you get to see some things that you wouldn't normally see. Here at Geevor Tin Mines, you can actually go down a mine, but I don't know how much it is. I will have to try and find that out for you. Right, so I have just come out of the Geevor Tin Mines bit. We had a nice little drink and a scone, and I found out the prices. It is £22 for an adult and £12.55 I think it was for a child to go down to the mines. It was £68 something for a family of 5. That's 2 adults and 3 children. But apart from the price of going down the mines, Geevor Tin Mine is a really good place to visit actually. But just over there is Levant Tin Mine, which is where me, my brother and my dad walked from, and then obviously this is Geevor Tin Mine. So it's not been a bad walk, but by the looks of that out there, it is going to start chucking it down, because that is coming off the sea and it is not looking good at all. So hopefully we are out of there soon. So just on the way back towards Mullion, we have decided to stop off at Porthleven, and if I could find a photo of it, that church there, the bell tower, during a really bad storm, there was actually waves going over it. I will try and insert a photo of that if I can find one. But Porthleven is just a nice little quiet town that not many people stay at, but it is just somewhere where people pass through. There's a few shops here, and there's more over there. But yeah, I will try and find a photo of that being covered in a wave and insert it for you. So, what I just videoed there was some photos that were taken of the water actually near that church, but I will try and find a better photo and put that in this video. Of it actually going over the church, because there is a video on there is a picture on Google somewhere of it actually going over the church. Right, so we have walked from all the way down there, literally over there, right where, like there. And we've walked all the way down here. It didn't take too long, to be honest, and that is the church, and you can kind of see and feel why the wave went over it, because just looking at how rough those waves are, and you can quite possibly hear how windy it is as well. That is why the wave went over when it did during the tail end of a hurricane. Crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, we will most likely be walking back down there now. I might try and walk up a little bit more to see if I can find Right, so I've just walked up a little further from the church, and over here, I don't know how well it hasn't really picked up very well, but over there is the Marconi Centre somewhere. So that end bit there is most likely where the Mullion Cove Hotel is, which is what I showed you in the first video of this week. So we're actually not that far from where we are staying, which is pretty cool, to be fair. started to absolutely bucket it down, and it is all coming from out there. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to stop recording. So it is extremely windy right now, but that is the Lizard Lighthouse. And just there, you can only see a few lights, but that is a ship. And I don't know how well the camera is picking this up, but every time the lighthouse goes past this way, you can actually see it. Again, I don't know how well the camera is picking that up. But yeah, that is the Lizard Lighthouse. And I'm pretty sure just down there where those lights are, there, that is a cottage that you can stay in. But that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you have all enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow.